Greetings, friends. It's Pat here with another episode of Let's Talk Travel. I apologize for that noise in the background. The garage door is being opened or shut right now, and I'm sure it's being picked up on here. Anyway, you are going to want to stay tuned this evening. We're going to be talking about the Sky Princess. This is feedback I have received from very real clients, and they're tough customers. They cruise about 3 times a year on a typical year, long-term clients, and they always have a critique for me when they get back. And this time they have nothing but rave reviews from their experience on Sky Princess. So you're going to want to hear about this. Originally, I had planned for them to be our guests on this featured broadcast, but they had technology problems and just weren't able to get on with me. So with their permission, I am sharing what they have told me about their experience on Sky Princess when they sailed in January. So stay tuned if you want to know the real scoop on this. And going to start, these are clients, like I said, they have been clients of Dancing Moon Travel for a significant period of time, several years. We've probably booked, 9 cruises for them, I would say, on various cruise lines and various ships. Just kind of covered the gamut. And they absolutely raved about their experience on Sky Princess. Now, first thing I want to show you here is just a quick image of the ship. It is a big and beautiful ship. It's got a lot of new features for Princess, so it is very contemporary, very current. It's one of their newer ships, and it is really a great ship. Now, here is a picture of the atrium of that ship. It is obviously a very beautiful, elegant ship. So if you like a touch of elegance and class, this is a beautiful ship for you to consider. Now, Princess as a brand, I will just tell you, in my opinion, Princess has one of the most consistent brands in the market. When you get aboard a Princess ship, you recognize the venues, you know that you are on board with Princess. This atrium looks a bit familiar from having sailed on Royal Princess and Regal Princess, but it added the blue, and I'm loving it. The Royal Princess and Regal Princess featured the gold, the cream, and white, beautiful elegance. But I am loving this addition of the blue with the gold and the cream on this vessel. I think it is gorgeous, and I can't wait to get aboard myself and test it out. Now, Carmine and Josephine, they are from the Northeast, and they have very refined taste, and they have certain expectations. And so when I heard them raving about their experience on Sky Princess, I was thrilled because they usually have they tell me the good. They're very honest, the good, the bad, the ugly, what they liked, what they didn't like. And I was a little concerned for them that they wanted to do the Princess, and I thought maybe it might not meet their expectations, but this in fact did meet their expectations. And in fact, I think it exceeded them on most fronts. There was one area where they think things could have been better. But the things that keep them coming back for a cruise, first of all, let's cover that. With all the vacations now Carmine and Josephine, they are in the seniors category, and proud of it, and they are really very, very active and very spry but they definitely have solidly in the senior citizen category. And the things that keep them coming back for a cruise vacation and why they are frequent cruisers and choose that form, it's just got the convenience. It gives them the convenience. They get on board, they unpack, they settle in. They don't have to worry about a thing all week long. And this fact, um, they chose to cruise longer for a week, and I'll share that. But they love the fact that they have the convenience of getting on board and everything being right there for them without having to worry about where they're going to go to eat, how they're going to get their transfers, anything like that. Their destinations are set. They know where they're going. No wandering around, no looking at road maps trying to figure out what route to take. Did they miss their turn? They love that. They love the entertainment, the fact that it is right there and there are many choices, and they are foodies after my own heart because they gave me a lot of pictures of food. And so they are after my own heart because that I'm always interested in how is food. And we're going to share more about that. So again, they were on the Sky Princess. And the one thing that I'm going to say that let's get the negative out of the way from the beginning. They had a balcony stateroom, a standard balcony, and they had a deluxe balcony. They had the couch, but they did say that their accommodations, while they were well appointed and had everything they needed, they were very cozy, and that's just a fact of Princess for the most part. Most of their standard level staterooms, their deluxe balconies, I do not advise anybody if you need breathing room at all, if you need a place to sit down, if you need a place to work, if you need anything more than a bed in your room, uh, book the deluxe balcony or above. Mini suite would be good because their rooms, they're they do tend to just be, let's just call it cozy. Some might call it cramped. But I have sailed in a standard balcony, and it was, we had 3 people. My sister was with us on that trip. We had to really love each other a lot on that trip because it was pretty cramped, especially for the third person. They said their bathroom was nice, but it was, again, uh, pretty tight. So that's the one negative comment they brought. So if you are a person who needs a bit of elbow room, you definitely want to book deluxe balcony or above. Recommend maybe the mini suite might be a little better if you need a little more elbow room because those rooms are tight. Now, I wanted to share this image. And I think this is a carpet that actually just kind of grabbed. And these pictures, except for the first 2 I showed you, these pictures are all taken by Josephine. These are their pictures. These aren't standard pictures anywhere from online. These are pictures, and this is just a picture of a carpeting that mimics the medallion. You saw the medallion. I think this is a carpet. I can tell the texture is there, but just she thought this was absolutely gorgeous, and I agree. But this is kind of the decor, the theme that those beiges, blues, creams, golds that just permeate the ship. I think that is gorgeous as well. They said their service in the room. They had absolutely nothing but great things to say about the service, both in the dining room and in their room. They love this towel. This is the most intricate towel animal creation that I think I can remember seeing. You've got the pair of turtles there, and isn't that just creative? Aren't those just adorable? So they thought their room steward was absolutely great. They just loved him, and the service in the dining room as well. They had nothing but good things to say about that. Now, Princess has a reputation for being one of the better premium ships as far as the entertainment goes, and this was no exception. Josephine and Carmine both said the entertainment in the main theater was excellent throughout the cruise. They liked every single show and they attended pretty much every evening. They did some of the other venues as well, and they said throughout the ship the entertainment was solid and there's something for everyone aboard the ship, and it's good, solid entertainment. So great for that choice. They would rate it probably a 9 out of 10, I would say, from their comments on that. Just absolutely great. Now, demographics aboard Sky Princess. Due to the time of year they sailed, obviously, it was mostly adults. There was a good representation of people in their age group, say 70 plus, and there was a good representation of the empty nesters, mid 40s to 70. So great mix of passengers on that score. There was still, despite the time of year, there were a smattering of families on board. And I would say this, folks, if you like a premium cruise experience and you cruise with family, Princess would be my top choice among the cruise lines that are in the premium category for families. You have in this category, you'd have Holland America. You would also have Celebrity that are in the premium category of cruise lines. Of the three, I would definitely, if I were sailing with family members, definitely I would go with the Princess. They have excellent children's programs, great for families, so the kids can be plugged in and having a great time, making new friends and doing kid stuff, while the adults have some time to themselves and can do some adulting. So yes, it is a great choice for families. And when I am working with a family and they want to do a more premium experience, I definitely would recommend Princess as your cruise line of choice. Now, here is a picture, by the way. This is Carmine and Josephine. They are enjoying one of the premium restaurants on board, and I think this is probably the Italian choice here. And so they said the food there was excellent, and they enjoyed it. The food overall, I believe this is a dish that Josephine was enjoying that evening at this particular meal. They said they absolutely, now there's something I told you, there's Josephine and Carmine are, I would put them in the category of foodies. They really enjoy good food and fine dining, and they raved about Sky Princess. And folks, I'm going to tell you myself, I was just a little bit surprised because I have not personally sailed with Princess. It's been a little while pre-pandemic, and I have never thought that the food was outstanding on Princess. It was good, it was solid, it was dependable, but I never thought it was something that was noteworthy or rave-worthy. But Carmine and Josephine absolutely raved about the food on Sky Princess. And I am going to just show you a few images here. One thing that they mentioned for sure, they had some pizza, so it wasn't all fine dining. Sometimes they opted for something a bit more casual. Doesn't this pizza look wonderful? And they said it was absolutely mouthwatering good. So they really enjoyed the pizza and the food. They also, yes, they did most of their dining in the main dining room, but they did do some premium dining, and they did do uh, some in the buffet, especially breakfast. They said the buffet was very good also. And the main dining room, they absolutely said was spot on good. Some of the things that Josephine mentioned, these lamb chops, she said, were absolutely perfect. Don't they look wonderful? Again, these are not stock photos, folks. This is an image taken by Josephine herself of these lamb chops that were served to them in the main dining room. She said they were amazing, and don't they just look like they were amazing? I'm telling you, really, really good. There was another, and I forgot to upload that picture, but you can see it on our Facebook page. Carmine had prime rib one evening in the main dining room. I'm telling you, it's on our Facebook page. If you go to the Dancing Moon Travel Facebook page, you'll see photos from Josephine and Carmine, and it's featured there. I'm telling you, this cut of prime rib, it was medium rare, and it was as big as Carmine. It is huge. It covers the plate. It looked absolutely amazing. And he said it was beyond good. So, the last thing I wanted to show you on the dining, and this got another rave review. This is a picture of the lobster tail that was served to Josephine in the main dining room, and she said it was the best lobster she's ever had on board a ship. So, just want to tell you that the food she raved about, and I'm telling you, folks, their review given to me, all of the comments that they have shared is enough that I am now looking for a Princess cruise because I want to go and see for myself. I want to see how good it really is and see if my experience matches up with theirs. Again, they were not staying in suite category accommodations where you expect a little better of everything. They were in a premium balcony, just kind of like ordinary accommodations for most of our travelers. Most of our travelers on Princess book a premium balcony or a mini suite. So that was where they were traveling. So this, if you are one of our clients who usually travels at that level, this is what you could expect if you were to book Sky Princess. You know, the bottom line for a review of a cruise ship really is, if you had it to do over again, would you sail with Princess again? How was it good enough that you're anxious to go back? Well, let me just tell you, it was good enough that they wanted to go back, enough that within 5 days of getting back home, we had them rebooked on Enchanted Princess for a sailing later this year. So, was it good enough that they go back? Yes. And the proof's in the pudding, folks. They have already rebooked, and they did so within 5 days of their return. That's always the bottom line of a review, isn't it? Would you do it again? So, folks, I just wanted to share with you. I'm so sorry that Carmine and Josephine weren't able to join us this evening. They couldn't get the link to work for them to record with us, because they are just such delightful people, and I love them. They and you would too. But just wanted to share. I didn't want the opportunity to share about their experience to get by, just because they couldn't get into the link. So thank you, Carmine and Josephine. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Thank you for being such great clients of Dancing Moon Travel. We love you and appreciate your the courtesy of allowing me to share your feedback on your behalf. It is really good. I sure enjoyed listening to your review of your cruise experience, and I hope that our listeners likewise get this perspective as well. Now, folks, live listeners, tune in right now. You know that I always have something to give away. This is only for live listeners who are tuned in to this broadcast. And I'm giving away something new this evening. If you're a cruiser, you know that sometimes you just need a place to put some of those miscellaneous things. This is an over-the-door organizer that you just hang over the door to your accommodations, or it could probably even go over the bathroom door. But this is a place to put all that stuff. Just it could be toiletries, it could be shoes, it could be anything that you just need a place to stash for the week. Maybe your readers, your suntan equipment, or you know, uh, even phones when you're not in use and things. But this is a great little organizer, and if you are listening live this evening, I think you'll love this. If you're a cruiser, just enter the word princess in the comments, and you will be entered in our live drawing to win this handy mesh over the door organizer for your next cruise. That's it for this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. And we hope that you will join us regularly for our broadcasts of Let's Talk Travel each Tuesday evening at 7:30 p.m. And folks, you know how to get me if you are wanting to take a trip of any kind. Cruising is our, it's a main part of what we do, but we also do every kind of travel that you might be able to think of. Escorted tours, independent trips. We cover the globe, and we have a great army of Dancing Moon Travel associates scattered around the world. There's probably one in your neck of the world. So if you're here in the USA, just Google dancingmoontravel.com and you'll see our agents are all prominently featured there. Thank you again for joining us. This is Pat at Dancing Moon Travel. See you again next week. Bye now.